So if I go buy a coffee and it's $11.50 or $1.52, they just make me pay $1.50. If I go buy a coffee and it's $1.53, then they want $1.55. So yeah, they round up or down to the nearest 5 cents. So yeah, we don't have pennies here. No, you will not see many Canadian pennies at all when you come up to Canada. Nickels, dimes, quarters. We don't have half dollars. We don't have dollars like in the coins other than the loonies. We got the loonie coin. We got the toonie, which is $2 because we used to have a $2 bill. Yeah, a nice orangey, pinky kind of $2 bill. And then they replaced the $1 bill with the loonie. And then a few years later, they replaced the $2 bill with a toonie. So coins. So our lowest paper denomination is $5. And then our lowest coin is 5 cents. So things you learn on a Monday morning on the Laptop Pound stream. Yes, welcome all in. You'll see a few kind of minor tweaks and adjustments on the schedule here. Again, Mondays around this time, Tuesdays whenever the Tuesday Treasure Trove is done, Thursdays before and after TWIP, directly before with the three amigos with EBC, Spore, and the odd time with Warbot. And then after TWIP ends. And then Saturdays, a new time. Breaking news. We have a new time we're going to be streaming on Saturday with the Gladiators. Instead of the usual 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be moving to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A little bit crunched in between EVC and Tetsuiji's stream. And if you saw my stream on Saturday, I kind of went over a little bit of 90 minutes. I just eked over that 90-minute mark. And rather than, trying to rush and raid into Tetsuiji and rather than having EVC rush and raid into me, we kind of worked it out where I'm going to stream after because no one was scheduled to stream after Tetsuiji. So I'm going to stream for a few hours after. So EVC in the morning on Saturday, and then Tetsuiji at his usual time, and then I'll follow Tetsuiji. And want to experiment with a new format. Yes, Saturdays we're still going to do some Gladiators, or we're going to do a roundtable. This is kind of a beta. You say beta or beta? Data or data? Guess it depends on what country you live in. Beta. So we're going to try a new beta format this Saturday, and hopefully it'll be something we continue into OOTP23, where we do a roundtable with some community guests, because I know a lot of, you out there, you have weekends off, and you're more available to maybe come on a stream on a weekend when you're not working during the week, unless you're Ezra, and he can come on anytime he wants, because he works from home, like many of you might as well. And the roundtable idea where I get together with, 1, 2, 3 community members, and we just kind of, talk about OOTP and what's going on. And maybe we focus on a certain area of OOTP. On weekends before, I've had, Mr. Black's been on, Aster31 has been on. So again, weekends seemed a little bit more accommodating for some of you out there. So this weekend, starting with our first 4 p.m. show, we're going to have a roundtable with a guy in chat right now, Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon, and with a guy that's been on recently but is off working in the classroom. Maybe he's listening right now. Maybe he's on a break. Maybe he's on lunch hour right now. D. Dempsey, and we're gonna shoot the ball a little bit on lower level cards, because all three of us love the lower level cards, and we're gonna debate and argue a little bit, kind of like a Warbot light kind of stream. We're not going to go 8 hours. No, we're not going to go 7 hours. We're going to go a few hours, and we're going to answer questions you may have. Again, new people that play the game. Again, this is kind of a beta just to test it out as we head into OOTP25, and maybe then it will be a weekly thing. So yeah, looking forward to that with D. Dempsey and D. Block Dragon this Saturday. at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when I checked with D-Block, he said, yep, us old guys can stay up late in Germany because they're 6 hours ahead, I think, of Eastern Standard Time. So it's getting a little bit late in the day for him. So thank you. UVM Cats, thank you for dropping the primer today. Thank you so much for that. I hope you come around whenever you can and enjoy the content. And Ezra, just with his usual going into round 2 of the Laptop Hound Lower Level Leisure Lounge Daily. Yes, we'll check in on that a little bit later. Had fun streaming that on Saturday. Usually I don't get to stream the end of the daily, but we were able to because I kind of went on a little longer. And music lessons took the daily on Saturday, or when was that? Thursday? Saturday? Yeah, took that on Saturday. Before we get into the bounty and giveaways and all that other kind of stuff, just kind of a, I know you guys are concerned. Lap, are you cold? Lap, are you like minus 40 still? No, we're not minus 40. We are minus 15 degrees or 5 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna warm up over the week. By this time next week, we should be above 0. That's what you get when you come to Alberta. You wake up and you don't know it's minus 40 or plus 1. It's that kind of weather that we have out here. So last week we were minus 40 on Monday, and next Monday we're plus 1. So we've gone a 40-degree temperature change in just 14 days. Crazy weather here. Speaking of weather across the world, again, let's see who else is cold. Are you guys experiencing weird weather? Warmer than usual? Colder than usual? I mean, LA at 58, I would think. Ezra, 57. Is that kind of normal for San Fran around this time of year? We got New Orleans at 54, the real Teddy O kind of in the Louisiana area. Phoenix, I think AZ is around the Phoenix area. That seems a little cooler than Phoenix should be. Las Vegas at 49. So I don't know what is typical for this time of year. I know Seattle at 45 and Boise at 43. That's probably fairly normal. But Atlanta at 40 seems a little chilly. Philadelphia at 32. Boston at 32. New York at 33. EVCs yesterday freezing his buns off. Forget where I saw you post that. You posted that on some stream. You said, I got to go change clothes because I'm freezing my $$ off. Yeah, so it's cold there in New York. I rock this in NASBase in Kansas City area at 33. What else? Baltimore, Dallas. So our Texas friends, 37 in Dallas. That's got to be unusually cold. 30 in Vermont. Yeah, that seems pretty chilly. Although isn't Vermont a big ski area, but probably a warmer ski area. And then we got the cold end of it. So Edmonton's here at 9 degrees, although I just showed you 5, so give or take 4 degrees. And then at the very bottom, coldest in North America recorded right now for major kind of places is Eureka in Nunavut, one of the territories of Canada, minus 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So relish wherever you're experiencing your temperatures today, because 44 minus, yeah. Trust me, a week ago, we were experiencing that here, and you don't want to go outside. You don't want to start your car. You don't want to be driving on the road at minus 44, especially in an older vehicle that might not be able to handle those temperatures. Like Canadian winters, we can handle minus 30 like it's summer. Minus 30 is like a short stay almost. But once it gets down below minus 40, everything's off the table. Alert at minus 38. Pond Inlet at minus 20 in Nuvik. So a lot of the coldest temperatures, Resolute Bay, Fairbanks, are obviously up in the northern regions. And for those of you that have not seen my map before because you're new, and it's been a while since I've shown this, Canada is a country of 10 provinces and 3 territories. We have the Yukon Territory, the Northwest Territories, and the Nunavut. Nunavut made up primarily of the Inuit people, and then we have a lot of First Nation in the Northwest Territories and the Yukon. And then we've got our 10 provinces from beautiful British Columbia in the west all the way to Newfoundland, the last province to join Canada after World War II. Yes, there is your Geography Canadian update. But again, some of the colder temperatures, we see with the yellow stars, and way up here in the north, a hop, skip, and a jump from Greenland, which really should be Iceland. Come on, seriously. What's going on? Who got drunk on a few ales and decided, let's call this piece of land Greenland? Yeah, that's it. And then this other area over by Europe, let's call it, I don't know, something like ice, something or other. Yeah. But anyway, furthest up north here, we've got a place called Alert up in Nunavut. And we go up to Alert, and just to show you it's not, a major bustling kind of city, way up here in Alert, one of the coldest temperatures today, as we zoom in to this metropolis. We've got the Canadian Forces Station. Look it out. Could you imagine the traffic at 5 p.m., a rush hour? Whew. Careful with those red light cameras, though. You don't want to be going too fast because we've got the military up there. And we've got, probably some resource development. I don't know. We got an embassy up there. And then we zoom in. Oh, don't worry. If you're hungry, you can go to Terry's Teriyaki. Looks delicious. And what else do we got? Frank's Frank. Very, very looks good. Look at that. Who doesn't want to go to Frank's? Let's take a look at Frank's. I suggest you bring some warm clothing, maybe a hair dryer to de-ice yourself a little bit later, maybe a little bit antifreeze. This guy, he said, I need some Frank's. I don't care how cold it is. I'm going to get on my sled and I'm going over to Frank's. A guy that could only afford the FRANK and S. And if he ordered 2 of each letter, he got a discount. So for his sign, he saved a little bit of money. Frank's. Oh, gotta love it. What else do we got here? Oh, and for entertainment a little bit later, head on down to the VHS tape rental service where you can get your favorite movie of the 80s. You want to catch Ghostbusters? The VHS tape rental service has it. How about Star Wars Part 2? Oh yeah, it might be gone for the night, but put a hold on it, and you can get your Star Wars VHS tape. You need blank VHS tapes? They've got them. You need the 90-minute, the 120-minute ES blank tape? You want to record yourself snowing and put it on VHS? Feel free. They've got that. And don't forget, please be kind and rewind. Yes, please do that, because the next person up in Alert may get frustrated if they have to rewind their movie. So there you go. There's a little bit of Canadian geography, and that is a place called Alert. We don't know. Yeah, we'll bookmark there, Frank's. Way up in the Northern Territories of Canada, currently at minus 38 degrees. Welcome to OOTP24 Baseball. Also, another programming note, the hockey guys keep texting me and say, Lap, there's so much going on. Last night there, Lap, we need to do a show tomorrow. We need to do a show. So much is going on in the hockey world. Okay. We've got hockey back tonight at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time after Monday Night Baseball. I may come on a little early. If Dr. D is done a little early, I might come on and do some OOTP for a while. But we've got Frank the Tank, we've got Finn, myself, and old man Fred still off for another week. And we're going to do an emergency broadcast of what's going on in the NHL. So if you're an NHL fan, come check that out. Unless you're a Chicago Blackhawk fan, then have a few more beverages because your star player went down with a broken jaw recently. What else do we got going on? Oh, yeah. I guess we should talk about the game a little bit. And don't worry, we're going to get to the bounty later. Hold on. Bounty's coming. We're going to do the bounty. Gotta promote the team that gives you packs and give you drops and allows us to do giveaways. OOTP Developments. This is the launch site where you can go and find out everything you need about OOTP. Every once in a while, you can go into the forums, check out what's going on there, purchase FHM10 if you want it, and join the Discord. You got to be on the Discord if you're not on the Discord. And the forums are a wealth of information about the game. You're having glitches, you're having some tech issues, go over and report it on the forums. Technical support. You want to learn more about Perfect Team? Go check out the Perfect Team. You want to join an online league? Go see what's available. Some people post their dynasty, their base game dynasty reports, and you want to download face gens so that the players look more like the players. You want to download ballparks. You want to download uniforms, historical uniforms. Easy to do. Go check OOTP mods, and there's some great modders as part of our community, and Tesuiji would definitely give that 2 Canadian thumbs up of approval. Also, if you didn't know, you can download the mobile version, OOTP Go, on Google, on Apple. Play it while you're on the bus, on the train, on a plane. Maybe you're in the park. Maybe your dog, you're taking it for a bark. Maybe you just want to have a little bit of a lark and play some OOTP. You can do that on the go on your favorite device. Big shout out to the subscribers and the followers from last week. Andy from Sheffield, again, 1 year for Andy. What a great OG, one of the OGs for the Laptop Hound stream. Sean Sultan checking in at 11 months. Jeff Steele Flex, my PBE, one of them, the partners in crime, 10 months. Captain Kegleg checks in at 4. And again, big shout out to his sister for being promoted up from captain. We got ASSOS99 first month last week, and Boiled Egg giving out a gift subscription. And of course, today, UVM Cats, you'll be part of the list next week. So as we go to the break, we'll be back with the bounty in 2 minutes' time. Here's a little recognition to our recent subscribers. Back in 2 minutes. Go refill your beverage. welcome back in. And whether you're a fan of the Boston Red Sox, like Captain Kegleg, or of the Colorado MLB team, like Sean Soul 10, or maybe you're a fan of certain players, like Mad Bumgartner or Buster Posey, like Andy from Sheffield. Thank you guys again for continuing your subs last week, and also to Brynick 1107 re-upping 9 months. As I always like to say, congratulations, Brynick. It's a beautiful baby boy. Welcome for the 9th month in the dog pound. All right, speaking of giving you guys some packs and supporting OOTP, let's do a quick 5-pack giveaway. The Monday morning, let's get someone's Monday morning off to a good start here. 5 packs on the line, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. Get your entry in. 1 entry per person. And if you try to enter more than once, I'm sending you up to alert, where you are going to go to Frank's and say, laptop sent me. All right, let's tone the music down a little bit more. Let's turn it off there. I never know if it's really loud or not loud. Even though it's supposed to be at a lower level, sometimes it's louder than some people like. Well, let's, while we're waiting for that to generate up a little bit, let's go and do our bounty. We are going to do the rocking chair 153. Rocking chair 153. Let me put that at the bottom of the screen here. Rocking chair 1. And I'm just putting the rules. So don't draft yet. Don't draft yet. And again, if you defeat me, you're going to get 5 packs. And we might give packs for the, depending how many people I need to help me with the theme team, but no guarantee on winning the tournament. You might just get the in-game packs from winning the tournament. Okay, I think I got the rules there. And let's delete that part and save. Oh, we better put a space in there. That's way too many L's. So if you're in the tournament, put your name in the chat there. And let's put this on full screen here. There we go. There are the rules. Today it's Monday. Don't get left behind, folks. Do not get left behind. Join Rocking Chair 153, where you must draft all lefties, all your hitters, all your pitchers. They must be left-handed. No switch hitters. You do not get that leeway. All lefties. And if you have to bench some guys, you have to bench some guys. So they must bat left, and they must, for pitchers, throw left. Got it? Pitchers, throw left. Batters, bat left. Good luck. We'll see what you can do. And there are some catchers that bat left, so you should be able to come across some of those. We are at 15 out of 16, 1 spot left in the bounty. Rocking Chair 153. Let's fill that up. And let me see what's going on in the chat here. So a hitter can throw right as long as they bat left only. Correct, GT. Yep. I don't care what the hitters can throw. As long as the hitters bat left and the pitchers throw left. And if you draft a 2-way, you can only use that 2-way player if they're both left hitter and left thrower. So if you draft a 2-way pitcher, he's got to be able to bat left. Otherwise, you got to put him on 1-way. First round, all righties. Oh, Fussmucker. Fuss. Yeah, I think some of us are going to end up with 25 or 24 players. That's just the luck of the draw. But I think the rocking chair isn't that like 12 cards? Let's go here. Fire it up. Okay, I think we are full now. No switchies. And congrats on getting your catcher round one. Yeah, look those catchers over carefully because there are a lot more right-handed hitting catchers than left-handed hitters. Tater Mashers are in, the Devils are in, the BD Brewers are in, the Rangers, the Red Shirts, the Boomsticks, the Leviathan, and I think those are all the names I saw. I think I got them all covered there. Okay, let's see what I can do. Bat left. Nope. Mauer, bats left. Do I risk it? I better take Mauer. Although Lou Gehrig, ooh. Harvey Haddix. Oh, I'm sorry, Fussmucker. I took all the lefties here. I got Lavelle. I got Haddix. I got Toriente. I got 5 out of 6 guys left. I'm sorry, Fuss. I am really sorry. But I better take Joe Mauer to make sure I get at least one catcher. All right, round number 2. Bellinger is my only option, so we're going to take Bellinger. And music lessons, you have 2 lefties. See, if I would have known that, I would have taken Lou or Harvey Haddix. I took probably the 3rd best card in perfect on that first screen. Well, I got a pitcher. I got Juan Pardon. No way, Wildcat. 3 rounds and no lefties? Well, fortunately, the good thing is that it's only 1 pick for those 3 rounds. So at most, you're probably going to lose 3 players because once you get to round 4, you should be able to find 2 lefties each time. That is a bummer. But hey, I know you're a good manager. If anyone can overcome it, you can. You just won't have diamonds and perfects. So you're going to have a gold and below team. Well, I got a lot of lefties here. I'm going to take Brandon Marsh. And who else? Chris Sale or Valdez? Let's take Valdez. He throws left. That is weird. I had 5. Every round I've had at least 1 lefty. So those of you that did not get any, it's just the random luck of the draw. And you know what? If I would have went all righties, you guys probably would have had all lefty choices. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be all righties. We're going to get back on the right track. Pun intended. Adam Kennedy, better take you while I can as a second baseman. And who else? Chris Speaker. Ooh, sorry, I got 3 center fielders now. Do we have a DH here? Please, please. Yes. And we're at Globe Life Field. Favors the BABIP. Okay, who's got to move around? Bellinger, you're going to go to right. Chris, you're going to stay in center. And Marsh, you're going to go to left. Easy fix. Yan Gomez is a righty. Okay, Braxton Garrett. And Kyle Schwarber. Hey, if you have to take a lefty, Kyle Schwarber's a good live one. I like with the pitchers too, you can see left or right. You don't even have to hover over it. You can see that they're a righty or a lefty. Like Jesse Carlton and Nolan Ryan, please be a lefty. No. But Klondike Douglas, so I did get my 2 catchers. So apparently left-handed hitting catchers aren't as difficult as I thought they might be. Mr. Biggio, one of the best multi-positional players. He's a lefty. I will take him. I have to say, if I lose this tournament, considering all the left-handed choices, like again, Edward Julien, he's a lefty. I'm going to be embarrassed if I don't make it out of round 1. Because I've had plenty of lefties. Lee May. And who else? Left-handed. Well, my first, oh no, I got 2. Hank Thompson. So your starting pitcher options have been slim. Well, I've got 3. I'm okay. I'm okay where I'm at, but definitely hitters have been a lot easier. I'm almost maxed out on hitters so far. I've got all my outfield. I do need a shortstop. Shortstop and pitching. So Jojo Romero. And let's go James Paxton, good old Canadian boy. You see, look at that. Look at all these lefty pitchers, GT Sundown. Not rubbing it in, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lefty pitchers out of 12 on the screen. And Mike Ford's a lefty. 7, 8, 9. 9 out of the 12 cards are lefty cards. I apologize. Yeah, not I wanted to count because some people out there might not have the visuals on and they're like, Lap, how many were there? How many lefties? Like, can you let us know? Because I'm not watching, I'm listening. So I thought I'd count them up. 9 out of 12. That's what? 9 out of 12 divided by 3/4, that's 75%. Lefties. All right, I still need more pitchers though. Dutch is a lefty, but first 2 cards I looked at, 2 lefty pitchers. Not rubbing it in though, GT. I'm sure when you get to iron, you'll have a lot of lefties. Lefty left field, lefty Gomez, Carl Lundgren. You're going to have a lot when you get to iron. All right, round number 12. I've got 8 pitchers, so I still need a few more. Aaron Ashby is a lefty, so I did get 1. Now let's look for a shortstop. Garrett Hampton, please. See? Oh, man. I just don't get any breaks at all. None. Garrett Hampton's a righty, and I need a shortstop. No breaks. Just going to keep on complaining. Well, I do have Matt. No, I don't. Who was that lefty? Jared Walsh. Okay, Jared Walsh it is. Last round, please be a shortstop. Ozzie Smith. I know you're a switch hitter, but are you a lefty in your iron years? No. Jackie Robinson? No. Mike Caruso? Yes! We got a lefty shortstop. Good thing I took the catchers when I did, because I did not see any lefty catchers the rest of the way. And in the last round, where I have to pick 5 cards, you guys get your revenge, because of the 12 cards in the last round, only 1 is a lefty. So I will be 4 cards short. So let me just take the pitchers so I can easily identify them. And Ozzie. And Jackie. Gava, I had 1 lefty in my iron. So I thought that was bad. You had no lefties. Well, the good news is I think all of us are going to be a little bit short-staffed. So once you have your lineup, go into your pitchers, double check that they throw left. So Donnie Elliott, Don Sutton, Elliott and Sutton. Doesn't matter which way they bat for pitchers, as long as they throw left. So pitchers can bat whatever. They can play. But they have to throw left. Good. Over to my hitters. They must bat left. So Jackie Robinson is gone. Send to reserve. I always like to send to reserve. You can also just bench them if you want for 60 days. That works. And Ozzie Smith. Send to reserve. So lap is compliant, lefties. Now, if you're short, for instance, I could make Cody Bellinger a two-way because he throws left. So if I really wanted to, I could go and look what the pitching ratings are for my hitters. And Jared Walsh, see, Jared Walsh has a little bit of pitching ability. He throws left. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to make Jared Walsh a two-way player. I'm going to submit that before it fires off. And so now I'm going to use Jared Walsh in long relief and as mop-up. Avoid high leverage. Boom. I got an extra pitcher. And I guess you can do the same for the batters or same for the pitchers. Go to your pitchers. Check out their batting ratings. See, some of these pitchers can bat. So Juan Pardon, I'm going to put as a two-way because he bats left. Where's two-way? There it is. Hit submit. So Juan Pardon is a two-way because he bats left. Dutch can be a two-way. He bats left. Boom, boom, boom. And any other pitchers that bat left. James Paxton, you get to be a batter if needed. Two-way. So now I've got a few extra players that can fill in. What you should do too is exit out, because if you don't save in time before it fires off, you're going to lose everything. Fortunately, we're still in the sign-up phase, but hit submit every time you make a little change, because if you don't hit submit, you may lose that change and have to redo it. So I'm still good. I'm going to go back in. Double check my pitchers. They all throw left. Jared Walsh is in there. Good. Batters all bat left, including my two-way. Can anyone else pitch? No. Just Jared Walsh. You are my Russell Martin of today, Jared Walsh. All right, let's do a little bit of strats. So for strategy, let's just do a basic one here. You know, batting matchup, I don't care about because everyone's a lefty. Pitching matchup, I don't care about. Pinch hit for pitchers, well, it doesn't really come into play here. I don't want to pinch hit. I want my best players. And so it's going to be lefty on lefty. Double check. Left, 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 left. Ezra says he's going to use opener lineups. Well, just in case I play Ezra, just in case, we're going to use opener batting lineups here. Not that it's going to make any difference since everyone's a lefty anyway. But let's put in my openers. I don't even know why I need versus right-handed pitchers because there are none. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. We started with 0, so everyone that's entered should be compliant, hopefully. Double check your roster before it fires off. And before we head off to our next break, let's go do our draw here. 26 entrants, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. And tomorrow, again, we're going to get back on the right track. So if you're in the bounty tomorrow, be prepared to see a lot of left-handed players. Closing off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and closed. All right, 5 standard packs heading your way in the next 24 to 48 hours. Go to Don't Cut the D Block Dragon. Synchronicity, take a drink. Part of the round table on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. All right, O's Bones it is. O's Bones is our early bird winner. Stay tuned, though. More packs to give away a little bit later on as you have a chance to help me with my theme team. You have a chance to knock me out of the bounty tournament. And at the end of the stream, we will do one more random giveaway. So stay tuned for that, too. Rigged. It's never rigged. It's never rigged. All right, we're gonna take our next break here. When we come back, we're gonna check in on the bounty. It should have fired off, and we're going to look at today's Laptop Hound Daily. Who has made their way into round 2 and beyond? We'll check that out in 2 minutes' time. Stick around. Again, do some work in the next 2 minutes, Ezra. Come on. Fill out a little bit more paperwork. See you in 2. All right, welcome back in. Again, if you're just joining us, Laptop Hound. And again, just an announcement, there will be a podcast tonight, the Black Aces podcast, NHL coverage back on tonight at 9:30 Eastern. And speaking of that, Boiled Egg 1974, huge Washington Capital, Don Beaupre, Alex Ovechkin. Thank you for the gift sub to Fussmucker, another big hockey fan, New York Rangers. And again, two big contributors to our hockey podcast as they like to weigh in on a lot of things going on in the NHL. So hope to see both you guys tonight at 9:30 for an emergency NHL podcast. So much has been going on in the last couple of weeks. All right, let's get on to the Laptop Daily. Again, by far, my favorite tournament. I've been in every single one since inception, except for one, because I figured I'll enter at 9 o'clock at night, and it was full. So that kind of upset me. I wanted to be in every one, but hey, it happens. I'm sure maybe some of you guys tried to get in late and weren't able to, but we're in a new month here. We had the Hoosman take the December overall championship. And in January, we've got a few people near the top there. We have in first place the Wabanaki Passamaquoddy. Wabanaki Passamaquoddy. They vaulted into first place. And Makadkar, the manager, Makadkar from Oklahoma. And speaking of Oklahoma, we have Team Oklahoma with 8 points. They're in fifth place right now. So a little bit of love to the state of Oklahoma, who are doing well. Where's Oklahoma? There's Oklahoma there. So we got Wildcat Bandit just outside of Oklahoma City, and we've got Makadkar around the Norman area in Oklahoma. Again, getting some colder temperatures than usual, but they're doing well in the Laptop Daily so far. Mile High Mayhem has been on a little bit of a streak recently. That's a GT Sundown. They finished first about a week ago. They finished second. They finished third yesterday. So they've vaulted up the points board now. They currently are sitting in fourth place with 9 overall points. Ricky Plays Baseball by EVC, second place at 13. And the Jokerfish went on a little bit of a run. The Jokerfish had 2 second place finishes, which definitely helped them out. Of course, I have not ranked yet. I have not been in the top 4. I'm embarrassed. It's got to happen. And it will happen. We've only got 10 more days before we award 20 packs to our overall January winner. And we'll award 5 packs to one of the random placers. So all you got to do is finish in the top 4. Maybe it's the Dukes. Maybe it's the Red Shirts. Maybe it's the Cats Pajamas. Who knows? We'll put all these teams on a wheel and spin it at the end of the month. February 1st, we'll find out who our champion is for January. About 10 days into it, maybe not that long, maybe 7 days into it, the format changed. It's a rotating ballpark now, and it is a 1985 environment. So we're in the defensive era as opposed to the 1969 era. So again, the Laptop Daily. Also, don't forget, tomorrow we will need a captain for the Lap versus Chat, and we're going to get started with that right after the bounty tomorrow because it does take some time to get through. So we'll do our bounty, and then we're going to get into the big showdown as we head into 1964. I've got Bob Gibson. I've got Daddy Wags. Chat has Sandy Koufax and Billy Williams. But I've got the hidden weapon. I've got Jody Reed on my team. Yes, Jody Reed was drafted last week by a Laptop Hound, and I want to try and win a week finally. So we'll do that after the bounty tomorrow. What else did I want to go over here? I think that was pretty much it. Also, yeah, tomorrow there will be a contest for some pack giveaways based on your predictions of the Lap versus Chat. Well, let's take a look at today's Laptop Bounty. I see Brent's in there. Barry Basher is in there. In Casey, you got an ice day. Barry, does that mean, did you still have to go into work and prepare some math lessons? You got an ice day. In Canada, we either have snow days or we have freezing rain days. I guess that's probably the same as an ice day, where the temperatures are, at the 0 mark. So it's kind of dangerous to drive and have the buses drive. So it's a virtual day. So you get to stay at home. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they don't make you go into the school if it's a dangerous driving kind of situation. That should be for any job, not just teachers. Any job where the roads are horrible and you're putting your life in danger driving, you know what? Maybe have some sort of virtual day. I know some essential services, it's impossible, but some they do have the flexibility. And Attica, your wife is home today. Aren't you in the Kansas? Are you in the Kansas City region? I know NASPACE is. Are you in kind of that Michigan, Wisconsin, Kansas City, St. Louis, Illinois? Okay. Well, I am going up against Cub fan Steve. And Cub fan Steve, I did get your whisper saying you couldn't hang around the stream too long because you're on grandpa duty today. But if you are within listening range, Cub fan Steve, what are you doing? What's up? You're up 3-1 on me. The good news is I'm guaranteed to win at least 2 packs because I won a round and against the Dodgers. Now, I haven't checked this yet, but my bet is the Dodgers didn't draft because there's no way I beat the Hoosman, our December champion, 4-0. We'll check the bounty a little bit later. We'll get a game fired off. Let me know, GT, when the first game comes in, because it's probably in that 10 minutes before game 1 starts. Yep, the Dodgers forgot to draft. So I think 3 of the last 4 dailies I've been up against Jim Unknowns in that first round. Did I get any no-hitters like I did against Sporer? Well, let's see. 1 hitter in a 30-0 win. We had a 1 hitter in a 44-0 win. Game 3, we won 28-0, and we did get a no-hitter thanks to Mr. Hogg. I like this card. I like to draft him whenever I see him. He didn't have a good game against Steve, giving up 6 runs. I'm not so much high on the Hogg anymore. But did get a no-hitter there. Was it a perfect game, Mr. Hogg? It was. 14 strikeouts and no walks. And in game 4, 24-0, a 1-hitter, John Denny. Oh, John, you had 15 strikeouts. Who got the hit against you, John? Who should we shame? It was this guy. Ival Goodman in his best Jim Unknown disguise. That's right. Even though they're Jim Unknowns, they still have to take on a card profile. And this is one of the newer cards. So for some reason, it shows him playing other. See, I could keep licking. It's like when you get lost on the internet, you're searching up, a CD you want to buy, and you click on something, and it leads you somewhere else, and it leads you somewhere else, and it leads you somewhere else. And before you know it, you're watching a hockey game and you were just looking up a CD. Well, I'm down that rabbit hole now. I go to this Jim Unknown. I click on the player profile. He's played all these games not against me. He had a 2-0 loss against Weasel News. What? So this is the card that was the Jim Unknown for the Dodgers against me. But when I keep on clicking, it takes me to Weasel News Sports Desk going up against Pinedale Thunder in 1985. I'm very curious, D Block Dragon, what tournament this was that they're bringing me to. It was probably the last tournament that this Goodman card played in. That's my guess. So at some point, you must have played Pinedale Thunder, and you beat them in round 1, 4-2. And looking at the cards, looks like a lot of bronze cards, bronze and iron. So some sort of bronze and iron tournament. In this 5L? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, now we can make the connection with Jim Unknowns. So they take a card that's in the tournament and use them as a Jim Unknown. Let's go check the guy that got the only hit in game 1. Okay, who is it? It is Jose Ozaker, who had a 6-2 loss Weasel News against Pinedale Thunder. Who drafted this Audiker? Where is he? He had the only hit. I don't know, somewhere on here. Someone drafted him. So that's 2 of the 3 players that got a hit on me that are from that game. Let's check one more. One more guy that got the only hit. Pat Burrell. Okay. So they took them all from Pinedale Thunder. Interesting. I never knew where those Jim Unknowns came from, but I guess the game has to work around it somehow. Well, let's find out if Cub fan Steve knocked me out of the tournament. He was up 3-1, and I am still green, Steve. Green and going. So it is now 3-2 as I win game 5, 8-4. 8-4. Okay, Sanchez takes the lots for the Cubs. Vandenhert takes the win. Let's go and check on the second rounders across the board. All right, Trash Pandas are in waiting. Vancouver Trash Pandas waiting to take on the winner between Steve and myself. Defense, a good team. We got the Wichita Eagles up 3-2. The Newts down to the Joker or down to the Blaze. Jokerfish looking to add to their point total. We got Makadkar and the Wabanaki Passamaquoddy win round 1, and now we're in a little bit of a battle, up 3-2. The Nasty Boys, another competitive team that are in every day usually. They're down by 1 game. And the Weasel News are taking on Sean Saul and the Rangers, and it's currently 3-2 Rangers. Sean, who I think had Dave Steeb yesterday when I was looking at his roster. No Dave Steeb today. How about the News? Dave McNally, Corey Kluber. You got some good pitchers there. Who else do we got? Ricky Boise Bees. So here is Brent. Brent is up 3-2 in the tournament. Good stuff, Brent. And I think you're going up against Barry Basher. Hate to see one of you guys lose. I hate when one of the community has to lose out. So Boise won the first game. Oh no, Kansas City won the first game 13-8. Boise won 6-0. Kansas City 3-0. And then 2 in a row for Brent, 7-3 and 7-4. Kansas City running with Jimmy Key. At least you got your best pitcher going in a elimination game. And for Boise, you're going with your number 4 guy. He's 2-0, Bob Welsh. You're going with a 4-man rotation, only 9 pitchers in the lineup. Some good choices there. Dale Murphy, Jerry Remy, who I like. I know D-Block likes him too, but not as much because of the one position play, but he's hitting 474. So I use Jerry Remy in iron. I use he and forget who I use as my other second baseman. So congratulations, Boise. Barry, you got some work to do, but you can do it. You can win 2 in a row. The Blue Hornets got eliminated in 4 games. Fussmucker up 3-2. And then the Dugouts take round 2, 4-1. All right. Good luck to those remaining. We'll check on that a little bit later as well. All right, let me just fill up my empty slots here. So again, we're going to do the theme team help after our next break in about 6 minutes. At that time, we'll go and check in on the bounty as well. So we'll do theme team, bounty check in about 6 minutes time. But first, let's go and get into tomorrow's laptop daily. Since we're talking about the daily, before it fills up, 21 people so far, and it's only been there for about 3 hours. It'll fill up by supper time, guys. By 6 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, it'll probably be full. All right, we'll go and do this draft. Remember on Saturday all the complaining I did? Remember how bad that draft was? You know how far I made it? I lost in round one. Can you imagine? With that team that I drafted, that I lost in round one? Yeah, GT Sundown, you mentioned that you didn't get into yesterday's. With only 10 tournaments left, missing a tournament, yeah, you getting those 1 or 2 points could make the difference. All right, so it's 1985, PNC Park, lefty BABIP, lefty home runs. It's all about the lefties today. Synchronicity, drink up, lefty, bounty, lefty, laptop daily. Espresso, a little bit of hazelnut and peppermint flavor today. 2 different pods, 1 hazelnut, 1 peppermint, all mixed into 1 cup of goodness with a little bit of half and half creamer and some Tim Hortons chocolate donut coffee creamer. Yes, up in Canada. You can go to your Safeway, your Costco, your Extra Foods, your Loblaws, and you can get Tim Hortons double, or you can get Tim Hortons chocolate donut coffee cream. No Way was sponsored by Tim Hortons Nespresso or coffee creamers across the world. Batteries not included. Bailey's, that's tonight. That's tonight, boiled egg, when we talk hockey, and I have to listen to Frank and Finn argue about the Oilers. Well, let me just say that my first round today is better than my entire draft on Saturday. And it's not even close. I already have probably 2 players that would have been my best players on Saturday. Yeah. Yes. Check those side effects of that Tim Horton coffee creamer. May or may not contain. Always scares me when you get something that says may or may not contain. I went to Costco and looked at their chicken. The I don't know if they have them in the US, the fryers that you can get that are already cooked at Costco. And just for giggles, I looked at the ingredients because I thought it would say like chicken and butter, but it said may or not contain crustaceans. Like, what? I didn't order shrimp. I wanted to get a chicken. I don't know if they're just processed in the same factory or what, but that was kind of freaky. May or may not contain crustaceans. What's next? I go buy a lobster and say may or may not contain poultry. I got a usable card in round 1. Yeah, Wade Beers. As I was saying, this is already better than my entire 13 rounds on Saturday. So I'm not going to complain. Roberto Clemente. And after that, it's a little bit close. Roland, Gordon. I think we got to go Gordon. When you see 2 green on a card and you see that I, you got to go Sid Gordon. Although they're both righties and there's no DH, but he can play left. Okay, we're good. Wade Beers reminds me of Bob Beers, played in the NHL. I wonder if they're related. Ray King, look at this. Ray King and Adam Everett. I already got 4 top-notch cards. Watch out tomorrow. Roberto Perez. Oh, Fred McGriff. Guys, OOTP, the algorithms. Cole Hamels, Brad Asmuth. Yeah, let's take Brad. Let's get my 2 catchers. Or maybe do I want Dale Barra? Yeah, let's go with that. If you're just joining and you haven't joined the Laptop Daily, get in there. We'll shout you out tomorrow. If you're on stream, we'll say, hey, so and so is in their first Laptop Daily. Let's watch their team, like we did with music lessons on Saturday. Boof. Boof. There it is. And let's go with no, I got a lefty. Sid Gordon, you're left field. Thurman Tucker. Is this a new card? Why does this look unfamiliar to me, especially with that defense? Thurman Tucker. Thurman Tucker. Okay, we're going to take Thurman Tucker. All right, we're on an ad break. We're going to be back in 2 minutes' time to finish off. I got to go put a little creamer in. The coffee's a little strong today, which is good for a Monday, but I need a little bit more of that Tim Hortons chocolate donut coffee cream. Back in 2. All right, we're back working our way through the draft here as we try to finish off the draft. Then we're going to go look at the bounty. We'll do a little bit of theme team help where you guys get a chance to help me out and win some packs along the way. Carl Edwards Jr. is a good live pitcher. UVM Cat says that just drafted the team and can understand why they lose round 1. You had one of those, did you? Well, if you go check my VOD and you go to like the 5-hour mark of the VOD, because it's like a 7-hour stream on Saturday, I was trying to imitate Kava and Warbot and I just couldn't do it. I could not make it to that 8th hour. I was about to fall over. I don't know how those guys do it. But anyway, if you go to like the 5-hour mark where I'm drafting my team and complaining and whining, you'll see why that sometimes we do get those drafts with bad cards, because I had maybe 3 cards I would normally draft in that whole draft. And already I've got like 8. So Carl Edward Jr. is a real good live pitcher if you're faced with having to take someone. Got my 2 catchers, second base, third base is a priority. Shortstop. Well, not really a lot of good options here. So if I ever don't have good options, usually I just go with a live pitcher or a utility guy like this guy who can play everything. Oops, don't want to compare you. Yeah, this guy can play everything. And, he's got a couple decent areas here for a bronze live. So when in doubt, take a multi-positional, versatile guy. And Kava and D Block, what are you guys facing off in round one? Is that the silver? All right. Well, this one, speaking of D Block likes this Oscar Gamble card. And I just can't find a way to get him in my iron lineup. That Babbitt, I know his defense is good. I know he's got good avoid K, good power against the righties. But obviously you're platooning this guy. And I don't know if I want to give up a platoon spot in iron for Oscar Gamble. So I'm not sold on him yet. More on that on Saturday on the roundtable. I'm sure he will come up in conversation. I guess D Dempsey will be the tie, but I'm going to draft him here because why not? Even though I don't have a spot for him. Clemente. I guess I could go Clemente against lefties, Gamble against righties. I guess that's the platoon. And then we'll go with, do I need a second baseman? No. Gonzalez, I guess. I need a shortstop backup. Joe Adcock in 98 power. And yeah, the pitchers are starting to dry up here. Jose Hernandez. Torrey, got no, I need another second baseman. So Torrey and Ken Trinkle. What is this Trinkle? Yeah, let's go Ken Trinkle. So many new cards that come out on the Tuesday Treasure Trove for lower levels that if you're away from the game for a couple weeks, you're out of the meta. You got to keep on top of things. Spora keeps us on top of things, which I love. One of my favorite things about OOTP24 this cycle is the Tuesday Treasure Trove. I hope you guys like it too, because Spore has brought that to us on his own accord and gives us some extra content rather than dumping 60 cards all at once and not having any kind of discussion about it. He presents them on his stream every Tuesday at around, what time is it? 9 Pacific? All right, now I'm completely lost. I have no clue what I'm doing. Third base, Willie Bloomquist. Okay, Jerry Martin. Started off well, and then it kind of tanked. I got 2 starting pitchers. Well, that was just great planning. Round Jim Abbott. And who's got the best stamina? 76 and 80. You get to come in. 2, 8, 10. 10 pitchers should be good for 1985. Should be able to do it. Hamels, Bonzer, Waldachuk, Abbott, Ramirez. And let's sort this. Mr. Gamble, you're going to come in against the righties. Or Roberto, is this Roberto that plays 3 positions? It is. So you're going to go in to left field for Sid Gordon, I think. Sid Gordon, you're going to go in to third base. Okay, Clemente in left, Gordon in, Gordon and Clemente. Thank goodness for multi-positional players. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I feel confident that this is at least a round 2 team tomorrow. That's how confident I am. At least round 2. It's good there. And over here, who's coming in? Brad Asmith. Nope, you can't play right. Eric Davis. There we go. All right, we're going to go over to the bounty, and it looks like, according to Attica, there were a lot of sweeps. So let me take that off the screen for a second. Let me take myself off the screen as I transition. All right, we're back, and the rocking chair is still green for me. So either I swept or I'm in a game 3. We're back. We are back, and I got to take on friend of the channel, Washington Park Rangers, Sean Soul. And Sean, looks like I got the better of you today. Sometimes it's the other way around. 2-0, 5-1, and a 7-0 victory. Hank Thompson. And again, I felt I had a strong team today. I got a lot of lefties. I was able to put some guys in two-way kind of positions. So tough on that one, Sean. I'm sure we'll meet again sometime. Today just wasn't your dice rolling day. Valdez goes 7 or 9 innings, only giving up 4 hits. And home runs from Bellinger and Thompson lead the way. You had no catchers and 1 infielder. That'll do it. Let's see. Let's go to the. Yeah. Yeah, you had to bench, a few of your righties and switch hitters here. You did not get a lot of lefty selection. Well, let's see who else goes on in round 1. The Dragon Hounds sweep out the Irates. The Llamas by Music Lesson, looking for his first bounty win here now. Take out the Boomsticks. And Fussmucker, you get to meet me. In fact, everyone on the left-hand side of the bracket gets a little bit of a rest because there's 1 game still to go, and that's the Hornets going up against the GT Leviathan. So thank you guys for allowing the rest of us to have an off day. Off days are really, really important in short tournaments like this, especially where you have all these modifiers. So we're going to rest up our players. The Tater Mashers don't troll my win. They lose out to Fussmucker. On the other side, the Eagles take out the Red Shirts. Oklahoma loses to Cavacom's Launch Pads. And Sporer got into the tournament today, losing to the Brewers, run by G2019. Congratulations for taking out Mr. Sporer. All right, we're about 2 minutes before game 3 comes in. So I got to do my due diligence and look at Fussmucker, make sure he is compliant. Batters, pitchers, all throw left. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You were able to get 12 pitchers. There's another lucky drafter there in terms of pitching. Hitting wise, not as lucky. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, I really needed you to go game 3. That would have given me a huge advantage if you had to play that extra game. But as it is, you're going to have a fully rested lineup, which will play at least 2 games. If we do go to a game 3, we might have a little bit of an edge in terms of the hitters. Catcher-wise, you only got 1. He will be rested by game number 1 of our round. So, yeah, You are safe. You're good. And then if I do happen to win that, I'll either be taking on the Llamas or the Dragon Hounds. Let's go check them out. Dragon Hounds, all lefties. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 pitchers. They welcome the break, the off day, because they're still going to have some tired pitchers. What about the Llamas? They're in a much better situation pitching wise. So advantage Llamas over the Dragon Hounds for pitching. For hitting, Llamas got a lot of batters. Wow. They're stacked on hitting. Dragon Hounds, a few less. So based on the rosters, I give a slight advantage to the music lesson team, the Llamas, especially if they can go to a game 3. I think they can take game 3, but you can't count out O's Bones and Dragon D Block. They can sweep very easily. Even your two-way pitchers were lefty. Yeah, I got lucky that way as well. All right, let's see if game 3 has come in between Leviathan and those bees. Not quite. All right, while we're waiting for that, let me go back to my main screen. Where is that slide? There it is. Tune in tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time, as Spore comes in with his Tuesday Treasure Trove content. We will find out tomorrow what new cards are going to be in the game. Likely a lot of iron, bronze, maybe a silver or 2, a gold or 2. And yeah, looking forward to seeing which new cards we can play. And then on my show after Spore, we'll take a look at, kind of an early evaluation of what some of those cards are and how they might play in certain situations. So tomorrow, noon Eastern, with the Tuesday Treasure Trove. And again, you may see some community cards come out on that show. We've had a few in the past. I showed you this slide before. These are some of the cards that have been created since names and requests have been taken. And it was cool to see because Mark Eichhorn was requested by Boiled Egg and Fussmucker. And Fussmucker on my Discord posted that he pulled one in a pack. Yeah, if you're not part of my Discord, there it is. There's an invite to the Discord. So yeah, Fussmucker pulled a card that he requested, that Mark Eichhorn. Very splitty. Definitely a specialist kind of card. And one more time, I was going to end it off last week, but we did get a few requests on Saturday. So there are some people that still maybe have not come across this form yet. If you haven't filled it out, after today's show, for sure, I am going to send this off to Sporer. And I probably won't collect many other names because we're getting close to the end of the cycle. And I've already submitted about 100 different requests to him. So I think he's got enough to work with. If not, I'm sure he'll just at some point say, hey, Lap, can you collect some more requests for me? But I think he has enough to go with for now. So here it is, January player request form. Today, last chance. I'll send it off to him if you haven't filled it out yet. Remember, certain cards can't come into the game. Your Cap Anson, your Roberto Alomar, certain cards that, have had questionable, unethical, real-life situations. They won't put in the game. Barry Bonds, don't request him. He has not allowed his name to be used by many, many different companies. But, if there's a guy from, 1964 that, hey, he doesn't have a card in the game. I remember watching him on TV in black and white. Then, yeah, feel free. We've got Eric Ibar, Mike Messina, Veritek, Joe Carter. So just put down the name, put down the team that they were on because players switch teams. And if you hate the Yankees, but like the Blue Jays, you don't want a Jesse Barfield Yankee or a Tim Raines Yankee. And if you have a specific year, you can include that as well. And like I said, I will fire that off to Sporer at the end of today's show. Okay, game 3 should have come in on the bounty. Let's go check out our round 2 matchups. Yeah, Attica, and I think I have an idea too, based on one of the comments you made to me. We can't quite talk about that event yet. Let's wait until it's official. All right, round number 2, we have the Dragon Hounds and the Llamas. We've got Destiny going up against Fussmucker. Eagles, Leviathan, GT Sundown comes out of that one, and then the Launchpads and the Brewers. What was game 3 like for GT and the Hornets? 5-4 for the Hornets, 3-1, and then 6-5. Guys, you can't get much closer than this. And Hornets, props to you. 4 in the 9th. You gave GT a little bit of a scare. Up 6-1. He gives up 4 in the bottom of the 9th. You just couldn't get that extra run to tie it up. In fact, let's see how close this was. Bottom of the 9th, ground out, solo shot by Brown, single, walk, fielder's choice, so 2 out, and then a 3-run shot by Will Clark. Perfect Will Clark. And then a single by Votto, so you did have the tying run on first, and then Pete Runnels, your 70 card, strikes out to end the game. Yep, that was a close series. 1 or 2 run games there. All right, let me check the chat. They made it real interesting in the 9th. Yes, they did. Hey, Leo, good stuff. You're in the Discord. Yes. Once I'm finished the stream there, I'll approve you so you have access to all the different threads. Barry put you out 4-3, Brent. Oh, so Barry Basher, congratulations. Not only do you have a virtual day today, but you had the, not really a reverse sweep, but you had 2 back-to-back games where you're up against the wall and you came out to advance to round number 3. Brent, did I come back against Cub fan Steve? I know I was down 3-2. Probably not. Did Cub fan Steve advance? You can spoil it for me here. I don't mind. All right, it is that time to get your entries in to help me out with my theme team. Couple qualifications. First of all, you have to be here to help me out. So you have to have the next 30 minutes or so free to advise me. And you actually have to help me out. It might be opening packs. It might be looking on the card shop. It might be buying a card. We did this on Saturday for last week. It's Monday, so we got a new week here. We'll improve the theme team. So if you are available for the next 30 minutes, put your name in, !enter, !chat. And while I'm waiting for that to fill up, it's a good time to take our next break. Back in 2 minutes' time. All right, we are back. We are back to do some theme team construction, theme team build on this Monday. And then we're going to look at some of the online leagues, some of the online league players that are in PBE, EMLB. Take a look because both of those are kind of just starting their seasons or still in the off season. We'll take a look how my teams did last week, but we want to do the theme teams very, very soon. So again, if you're able to stick around for the next half hour to 40 minutes, please enter the option to help me out here, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. Please do not enter if you cannot hang around. All right, let's go do that now. Let's look at how I did last week. A reminder that there are only a few more physical trophies left in Perfect Team. So if you're not in Diamond or if you're not in Perfect Team yet, time is running out to get those physical trophies. The last one will be awarded on February the 18th, will be the last World Series. Don't know if they're still going to broadcast them after that on the main channel, but that's when they'll run out. I believe they started with about 40 at the beginning of the cycle, and they've got a few left. So hopefully you can make it up to Perfect League, and if you're there, hopefully you can take one of those beautiful physical trophies home. As far as my team last week, not a great record. We had a losing record, 300 wins, 348 losses in 2067. And the Gladiators, though, once we started opening packs, we got out of gold and we got to stay in Diamond. We're still in Diamond for 5 weeks in a row now. So those pack openings have helped out. And EVC, I still think there's going to be a Hall of Fame set, which is going to be a banger of a set. I don't know for sure. This is my speculation. You know, for that Ty Cobb, that Beltray card, there's still a lot of good players that we have not seen peak cards yet. And I know I keep saying that, but I think around February 1st, you know, Hall of Fame announcements, we may see one final really good, I don't know if it'll be immortal-like, but I think there's going to be some really meta cards coming. And then I'm ripping packs. No use keeping them much after February 1st because physical trophies are running out and I'm in Diamond. I got to get up to Perfect first. So yeah, by the first week of February, most of those packs will be ripped on the Gladiators. But I still think there's that one more banger set. Ty Cobb, I think. I mean, I don't know for sure, but you would think, right? Eddie Collins, right? Where's Eddie? Where is that meta second baseman? Pete Rose, maybe. We have had a tournament. Pete Rose, probably his best card. And we have the Expos. Spores Boner, April Fool, Pete Rose. Gladiators won 5-3. Really? Oh, 4-3. Did I come back and beat Cub fan Steve? And where's that guy you've asked for, Attica? Right. There are a few guys. Where's the other Carl Yastrzemski? Right. So, you know, between Carl Yastrzemski, Ty Cobb, Eddie Collins, there's a few big cards. A Beltray, we know we're going to get. So that's why I don't want to rip the majority of my packs quite yet. Because if those are going to be packables, I want to make sure I have some packs on hand. So the Jim Unknown Blue Jays, they had a horrible season in Diamond. They get relegated to gold. And my two theme teams kind of stay put. The Wheel of Destiny have a losing record, but enough to not get relegated. They stay in silver. And Steve's Super 7. We were in a team with 4 other theme teams, including the Hoosman. And the Hoosman and I were the only 2 theme teams to make the playoffs in our league. I lost in the wild card, and the Hoosman lost in the division series, I believe. So it's hard when you're competing against regular teams as a theme team. So they made it to the wild card. That's a victory for them. 90 wins, 72 losses, and they will stay in gold. So Kava, I should be in your silver league, I think, because Kava and my username are in the top part of the alphabet. So you should see the Wheel of Destiny. Hopefully the friends list worked out okay. So I'm playing the Trash Pandas. So Cub fan Steve, I came back from 3 games to 1 to stay alive in the laptop daily. Next up, the online league reports. A lot of us play online leagues. The commish is on vacation. So again, no updates there. He's going to be back on the 28th of January. So EMLB will start up again on the 28th of January. I have 7 or 8 boosts ready to go. They've got a new archetype system there. I'm an all-around kind of player. And once the commish kicks off the new season, I can use up my boosts. And remember, you can get boosts by watching streams. You can get boosts by subbing, by gifting subs to improve your player in EMLB. And the second one I'm part of, Hound Streamer, and Jeff Steele Flex, one of the guys that does the rendering for PBE Sim. Recent Gold Glove winner. Yes, second year in a row that he has won a Gold Glove in the minor leagues at third base. And they are about to start their season, I believe, tomorrow. If anyone from PBE Sim knows the start date, I think they start up tomorrow night, maybe even tonight. So Hound Streamer, 4th year in the minors, still building. He's maxed out on points. So all the points he earns now, he gets to bank up for when he goes to the majors. And right now, his strength is his power. He's a righty hitter, and he's got some lefty power that should play out pretty good in the minor leagues. Also, again, as a 2-time Gold Glover, he's got a really good third base defensive capability. And you can see from his zone rating, 20.6 over the last 3 seasons. So looking for a strong season from the Brew City Bears and Hound Streamer. Also, some other chat members that I'm aware of in PBE. We've got Tedford Woofington Jr. in his sophomore season in PBE. He's a great catcher, and he had a great rookie season hitting .295. Looks like 7 p.m. tomorrow, Attica. Excellent. So they'll start up tomorrow. Jefferson Steel Flex, his second year with the New Orleans team. Again, in the major leagues. And if anyone else in chat has a player, I know Attica, you have your Max Power. I don't know if he's still in the league because he was getting older in age. Don't cut the D Block Dragon. I know you have a pitcher with the Steeds. And congrats on beating Cavacom in your tournament. Max, where is he at Attica now? Which team is he on? Because we haven't taken a look at him in a long time. So Buffalo Surge, GDB 1117, Damian Thriller. Yeah, if you guys have a team in the majors or minors, let me know. Damian Surge. I don't think he's probably not showing because he was just probably called up, right? I don't see a Damian Surge here. So he'll probably be on the next update. Death Valley Scorpions. He's there center field? Okay, I'll go back to that while I think of it. So, where are they? Buffalo Surge, center fielder. Oh, there he is. Yeah. So 21-year-old already in the major leagues. Wow, you got called up early, my friend. You got called up in your 3rd season. I understand why. You had an 11.7 zone rating in center field. So you must have won like Gold Glove in center field like in your first year. 11.7? That was your hitting. 271, 285. So not really the ratings that I would think, this guy should be in the majors. But you got the defense, and center field is all about defense. So congratulations. Good luck in Buffalo. And the other team was Death Valley. Now, if you want to look at a stud, if you want to look at a player that is, one of the best players probably in the history of PBE Sim, you just have to check out Max Power, first baseman. he could use a little bit of cosmetic surgery. But hey, here is a power and contact hitter. He cannot play defense. Defense? What's defense? He's not even sure if he puts the glove on the right hand. Like, this guy cannot run, cannot play defense. But when you hit 307, 330, 347 over the last 3 seasons, or that's in the minor leagues, when you look at all his accomplishments, champion of the week, player of the week, all-star game, player of the week, month, player of the month, most valuable player award, silver slugger award, all-star, silver slugger. Like, this guy doesn't need one cabinet for his trophies. He needs 2, which is saying something because they're all virtual. He still needs 2 cabinets for all his virtual trophies. So 34-year-old, kind of towards the tail end of his career, probably going to start regressing a little bit. But yeah, this guy, what is his career totals? Do they show that? Yeah. Career batting stats. 1,300 hits, closing in on 300 home runs, 900 RBIs. And amazingly, I mean, I never would have thought it, but looking at his bunt and his running, he's 34 years old, and guess how many stolen bases he has? You won't believe it. 1. 1 stolen base. I don't know if he had an energy drink before his at-bat, but he had 1 stolen base, folks. He's been caught 6 times. I mean, he's no Rhino legs. Wildcat Bandit making his debut. Wildcat, what team are you on? Because you're in the majors now. Let's see your beautiful Rhino legs on their major league team. He's the only player to do it. 40 home runs in 188 games in 44 seasons. I am not, Brent, I am not in Backyard Project. That is one I have not got into yet. Maybe at some point, but I struggle with the 2 leagues that I'm in. So to have to learn another whole system of what the Backyard Project is about, I don't know if I have the time for 3. And I'd rather be good at 2 than off and on in 3. Attica, do you remember which Rhino legs, which team he's on? Who he was drafted by? I can't remember. Okay, you got it right there. Leaderboard. Let's bring that up. Since we're talking online leagues, what are we looking at? We're looking at single season batting and career batting leaderboards and some of the names. We got Alexander Ovechkin, 2019. He's got the single season pitching record with 33. We got Victoria's Secret up there. What kind of league is this? What kind of league is this, Attica? Victoria's Secret. Over on the other side, Julian O'Sullivan. He looks like he's got to be in the Hall of Fame. This guy here, he's broken a lot of records. But you know what? Stolen bases. Career is 894 by Speedy Boy. Rhino, I think, has a chance to beat that record because he can run. Who am I looking for? What did you send me here? What kind of stuff? Are you trying to distract me with Victoria's Secret? Career leader in slugging percentage. There he is. Quite an accomplishment to get on the leaderboard. 552. You better retire now so that you maintain, because if you slump and regress, you might be replaced. So hopefully one day we'll see a Jeff Steele Flex or a Hound Streamer or a Rhino Legs or an O's Bones on these leaderboards. So yeah, PBE Sim, it's free to play. It does not cost you a single penny. All it costs you is a little bit of time. And if you want some more information, you got a guy right here in chat, Attica Online. Send him a whisper, send him a DM on Discord. He'll send you in the right direction of how to create your player. You can create a player at any time in the season, and then you'll go into the next season draft. And they do a great show with the draft, great presentation. You'll spend a few years in the minor leagues. We got minor league teams: Anchorage, Amarillo, Kansas City, California, the Bears, Florida, State College, Puerto Rico, Chicago, and Louisville. So you'll spend 2, 3, 4 seasons in the minor leagues, and then you get called up. And all you have to do is invest a little bit of time. A little bit of time. That's all you got to do. Do a few tasks each week, fill in an active report, make some predictions on games of the week, do a little 150 article write up each week, and that gets you points to build your player. And I'll tell you, the system which they build the player with is extremely easy to use. I don't even know where I would find that now, but really easy to use. Are they still using OOTP23? Here it is. Extremely easy to use. If you have a batter or a pitcher, you select the one that you want, and then you pick the type of archetype that you want. What do you want your batter to be? A freak? You want him to have power? Magician like Ozzie Smith? Speed? Contact? 3 outcomes. So you pick the type of player that you want, the archetype. Then you go through and you fill out the attributes. You get to create your player, the type of hitter he is. And then each week you do some tasks and you get to add a little bit. So you get so many PBE points. And if you earn 10 points, you get to use those 10 points on the different sliders, which is really, really cool. So yeah, you can contact me. You can contact Attica Online, and they will get you in the right direction. Okay, let's do it. We've got 50 minutes before we raid into EVC at the top of the hour. Might as well go and check in on the bounty because probably a game is played. Rocking chair. I'm still in it. PBE, free training and free journal entry this week. It is 1-1, Fussmucker. Fussmucker and I go to game 3. I win game 1 2-1 in 12 innings. What a game that was. In game 2, Fussmucker. Oh, Fuss. Why? I was about to get a bye, and then Fussmucker throws a wrench in it. 4 runs in the 9th inning to win game 2. Who blew the save? Canadian James Paxton. Thank you, James. So Fuss and I go to a game 3 in just a few seconds' time, and also music lessons, sweeping his 2nd series in a row, taking out a very strong team manager in the Dragon Hounds. So Llamas are licking their chops to go up against either myself or Fussmucker. On the other side, the Eagles take out Leviathan, and Cavacom has to go to a game 3 with the Brewers and G 2019. Check out game 1 of the Llamas and the Dragon Hounds. I'm thinking it was either blowout or a extra inning. Game 1. Oh no, that's the Irates. I was wondering, what's special about that one? I don't see anything special about that one. Here we go. 12-9. Oh, you fussmuckered me, or you fussmuckered D-Block. He got 4 in the 9th. You got 6 in the 9th to walk it off. You must have had a grand slam in there. Portland, home runs, 9th inning. This guy. Right? This guy must have got a home run. Yeah, he must have got a home run, showing that he got a home run. All with 2 outs in the 9th. Oh, well, that can deflate a team and tire a team out, especially if you don't have a lot of pitchers. How many did D Block use there? Yeah, he used 5 pitchers. So by the time he gets to game 2, you've already worn out his bullpen, which was kind of tired already. He wasn't fully recovered. So game 2, yeah, he just didn't have the pitching. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He used 11 pitchers in 2 games. So if I go look at his team, look at this, all red. Yeah. So that really accounts when you don't have a full pitching staff. All he had was his next starter ready to go. That happens too often. It does. We get a lot of late inning comebacks. This one, though, I understand because of the pitching situation. He just didn't have the depth. And so you get to the late innings and you don't have pitchers. All right, let's check out Fuss Lap. Lap Fuss. Fussy Lap. And Lap takes it. Oh, Fussmucker, what a series we had. Every game was close. We don't want to do that. 2-1, the Laptop Hound, Team of Destiny. Take out Fussmucker. 1 in the 8th. Only 4 hits. 3 pitchers used. Earl, the Duke of Earl Whitehill is our player of the game. And over on the other side, Cava comes through again against G 2019. Cava with the Game 3 victory. Where are we here? Quarterfinals, launch pads. So the Brewers win game 1, 3-2. Then it was 5-2. And this game also was a 2-1 game. Very, very similar situation to Fussmucker and myself. Almost identical. Valdez, who I have on my team. Maybe we're going to see a Valdez versus Valdez final. But we are down to our final 4. Music lessons. You defeat me and you get 5 standard packs. If not, I get to go up against the launch pads or the Eagles. And I knew I had a good team. Like I said, I would have been disappointed if this team did not make the final 4. So they are where they should be. I had a good draft. So let's find out what I have to go up against. Yeah, big tribute, big honor that D Block Dragon, one of the team, 2 of the team names he named after a couple of the other streamers, his Laptop Hound Dragon Hounds or his D Block Dragon, whatever they are. This guy, he likes long names. He does. And then he named one after Cava Bronze. So yeah, quite the honor. All right, Llamas, you got some tired guys here going into game 1. I, on the other hand, have more tired guys because I had to go to game 3. So advantage goes to music lessons for pitching. Let's look at the other 2 teams. Who's left? Cava and who was it? The Eagles? The Eagles, yeah. Eagles pretty much rested, and the launch pads are in trouble. So in terms of pitching, give advantage to the Eagles and the Llamas on making the finals. In terms of hitting, launch pads are good. Eagles are better in terms of rest. Llamas well rested. And my team, just my pitchers are showing here. So I'm good on hitting. All right. So good luck to our 4 finalists: the Eagles, the Launchpads, the Wheel of Destiny, and the Llamas. We should be able to see who wins. Maybe not. We'll definitely know our finalists by the time we rate into EVC at the top of the hour. All right. Let me just quick spam a bronze tournament. And then the last thing we're going to do today in terms of content is get back to our Wheel of Destiny. Help me become better in silver. So let's draw who our entrants are here. We're going to close it off. If you can help me out, if you're going to be here for the next 30 minutes until the top of the hour, exclamation enter, exclamation ticket. And we'll close it off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, entrants are closed. First assistant today will be GDB 1117. Are you still in chat? GBD 1117. Okay. So GBD 1117, first of all, is that the same as your perfect team username? GDB 1117? If not, either post it in the chat there, or there it is. GO. So you're the Eagles. Okay, now I'm putting 2 to 2 together and getting 7. You're the Eagles going up against Cavacom, who just congratulated you. So maybe that's a sign. Maybe you're going to have to congratulate him back after your semifinals. You are the Brewers. All right, so you're guaranteed to win at least 5 packs for helping me out here. And the way that we do this, we go and we spin a wheel. Find my wheel. Here it is. We got to refresh it. Sometimes it takes a while. He just beat you in game. He beat you in the. Okay, you're not the Eagles. You're the Brewers. Okay. He beat you last round, not the current round. Gotcha. So first thing we have to do is how many players are we going to replace today? And you will be my first assistant. And so you are going to get to help me with 2 of the 4. Which is pretty fair. We replaced 5 on Saturday, so we did make some recent changes. Now we got to find out how you're going to do that. Oops, not that one. Replacements. There we go. All right, will you get to spend my perfect points? Will we get to open some packs? Let's find out. Okay, well, your first decision should be a fairly easy one because we are going to open up a Spotlight pack, and we're going to go open up Spotlight pack number 12. Number 12, which I've been holding on, and it's never come up on the wheel until now. So we got to go look at when this pack came out. All right, this came out on, what's the 8th month? August the 10th. This pack came out. It's like finding $20 in your jeans 3 months later. August the 10th. We're going to finally open this pack. And there are 4 perfect cards available. Ray Brown, Charlie Smith, Roy Parnell, and Larry Doby. All 4 will help the team. I don't mind getting any of them. In fact, even a lot of these diamonds are going to help the team. Biz Mackey, maybe not. So Caged Wisdom is looking at these names and going, Ray Brown or bust. No, this was a spotlight pack with only 4 EBC. A lot of gold. So this is guaranteed a gold at least. So at least we're going to be able to put a gold player in. You know what? Since we're talking Montreal Expos and I'm a Canadian baseball fan, maybe we're going to get that Steve Rogers. So I'm guessing maybe a third of these players will help the team if we hit on the right one. Spotlight Pack 12 from August the 10th. This is a 5-month-old pack, crew. 5 months. Okay, let me I can't believe I had a pack that old still. And it's never come up on the wheel. You know, pick a player from your favorite team has come up several times. But Spotlight Pack 12? No, we'll keep it until January. Yeah, back when Spotlight Packs were only 16,000 for a gold guarantee. All right, I'm calling Steve Rogers. But any of those 4 perfects will help the team. Speaking of which, we're currently 5-3. Did we get into the right silver league? Let me check that out first. Yes, we did. TTC goodness. Are all teams TTC? Oh, amazing. All teams are TTC. I'm in with Gordon's Alive, Dad Metal Bod, with Played for Sacramento's Zen Lunatics, the Captain SB team, where all team members probably were captains of their team. And down at the bottom, coming up on the roundtable on Saturday, Beltre's buddies D. Dempsey. And no spoilers about how he did in bronze last week. So currently 5-3 in silver, currently top of the wild card chase with GT Sundown, same conference. Which other names do I recognize? Embezzler's in there, Greasy Franks, Sea Carp, Darius, Hippo plays baseball, Because Why, AZ Axel, and Where's Squid? I haven't seen Where's Squid on the chat in a long time. Where's Squid? I hope you're doing okay out there. And we got a lot of the big guys on the other side. Tesuiji, EVC, Andy from Sheffield, Who Trying to Ball, Gabagoo. Is that Gabagoo, the Splits? No, GW Jones. I mean, Banana Republic is Rob Deere and Headlights. Got them mixed up. We've got Bull Mantopes. We got Ezra Denny. We got Wildcat Bandit. Yeah, we got fierce competition over in the AC. Okay, let's first of all go and try and find that pack. It's probably so dusty. Oh, there it is. That didn't take long. Oops. Pack number 12. I will draw one more person after the first 2 cards. Well, my friend, my assistant, you're going to have an easy choice because I don't think you want to add any of these 5 other players. So after 5 months of waiting for Spotlight Pack 12, we get a gold. Give us Tris. Charles Johnson it is. I don't want George Strickland starting at short. No. But you will get a little bit of an advantage because when we have to replace a catcher here, we have to replace Ethan Salas or Roger Bresnahan. Who do we get rid of, GD? Bresnahan or Salas? Let me check if Charles Johnson, is he a multi-positional player? Because we don't have to replace a catcher. Charles Johnson. He can only catch. So yeah, we don't want 3 catchers. Bresnahan or Salas? There's the comparison. Yeah. In case one is on personal leave. Now, those are cards I'd like to get in packs. Use personal leave card against opponent. Yeah. Game 7 of the finals, I'm using that card. Cut Roger. Okay, that's the guy I would have cut as well. So we got a little bit of a downgrade, but not game breaking. Charles Johnson was, a catcher people would use back in October. Charles for Bresnahan. Okay, so we'll consider that a downgrade. Next up, let's go back to the wheel. And now the spotlights are coming all up. You almost had your choice. Yeah, I would have given you a choice of 4 different options. But now we're going to jump ahead. Finally, I get to open some of these spotlight packs. Number 27. Which one is this here? This is 16. Spotlight 27, 21, 25, 26. Here we are. November the 11th. So now we're only, 2.5 months out. This was a pack that had 6 perfect cards: Todd Helton, Arenado, Zach Britton, Jim Cott, Ethan Salas. Wouldn't that be a shot in the gut? We have to replace Ethan with Ethan. Or Wyatt Langford. Joe Black's there. Who else? Harry Ford. Harry Ford would be a good addition if we could pull Ford. So not a lot of cards in this pack. This card had probably the fewest cards of any spotlight. Cost 26,000, and we see only 6 perfects, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 diamonds, 7 golds, and 11 silvers. All right, gang, I'm hoping for Zach Britton, Todd Helton, or Wyatt Langford. Yeah, Schwanel incoming. Well, we will find out now. So you got a lazy work day today because GD, because you get to pick cards that are fairly easy to target. All right, spotlight number 27. Can we find that one just as easy? There we go. Spotlight 27. If I would have opened these off stream, I probably would have had a perfect in each of them. Okay. One of these players has to go on the team. I always recommend in a situation like this, we take a picture because we can hide them. We can put them on long relief, mop up. We got Brad Wilkerson. We got Bobby Del Greco, Dave Goltz, Jim Brillhart, Roy Cullenbine, and our top guy, our guaranteed card, Dave Festa. So pretty much it's Wilkerson, Cullenbine, or Festa. And if you use the picture, we've got to replace one of these guys here. Waka, Webb, both PT Elite. Derek Lowe, who's got a 6.75 ERA so far. Sonny Gray, Mike Queller, Okajima, Freddie Shoop, Jack Sanford, Spud Chandler, or Oral Hershiser. And EVC's given him a thumbs up there. Oh, good. So we're getting a couple. I did not get the worst possible card. So Festa apparently is okay. Let's go take a look at his ratings. Oops. So very, very middle of the road, not weak anywhere, little bit splitty, but not going to hurt you. Festering. Yeah, that pack was festering for over 2 months. Apparently, it's not like wine. It doesn't age with time. You know, it's not like collectibles that get, this is like a 1991 Topps baseball pack where you might as well open it now because it's worth less than it was back then. All right, who are we getting rid of? Again, I would recommend one of the older cards, either Derek Lowe, Mike Queller. Oh, it's aged. Yeah, it's aged, but it's got a few creases in it. Just like us, EVC, we've got a few creases in ourselves as we age. As Ezra too, yeah. We got a team of creasers. We got creases everywhere. Just like Dave Festa. All right, GD. Final call, unless I missed it here. Festa Fiesta. Who do we take out? Queller? Okay. Good call. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Please, whoever my next assistant is, please get something better. So thanks, GD. 5 packs will be making your way over the next 24 to 48 hours, but let's go and pick our second entrant. Hopefully they're still in the chat. Andy, we were just talking about you. You're in the Silver League. Andy, are you still here? Andy 22 Sheffield. Hey, there you are. Excellent. Good. Okay, Andy. Maybe you'll give us some good British fortune. Well, you get to witness me opening 6 historical packs. 2 silver, 2 gold, and 2 diamond. So you're going to have a little bit of a choice here. Maybe even we hit a perfect on one of these 6. I like these odds much better than the spotlight packs. And Andy, if you have more than one team, just whisper me which team you want the 5 packs to go to. Otherwise, I'll send it to that silver theme team one. So I noticed you were right. Where are you here? Andy G23, but if you want it to go somewhere else, just whisper it to me. Otherwise, it goes to Andy G23. All right, let's start with our 2 silver historicals. Standard, silver, 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 gold, diamond. There we go. All right, this is a historical diamond, I guess. Historical diamond. So historical diamond choice number 1 is Mr. Freddie McGriff. So we got McGriff and Bob Shaw. I'm going to write down kind of the best two from each pack there. Maybe I don't have any historical silver. Oh, yeah, right here it says silver, but that's the regular silver. Diamond. Choice pack. Oh, there we go. Historical silver. There we go. Okay, our historical silver is Yadier Molina. We just added a catcher, so he would have to replace Ethan Salas, which I don't think would be the best decision. But hey, it's your choice. Your choice. Avenge me. Okay, next historical silver is we got two here. We got Slim Love and we got Joe Start. And I love that Caged Wisdom is here because Cage has a good eye for a lot of these silver goldy kind of players. So sure he'll give some advice here. So Joe Start and Slim Love. So 2 gold historicals and then 1 diamond left. Silver, 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 gold. All right, gold pack number 1. And nothing really of the other 5. Polanco 84. Good contact, and that's about it. A little bit of defense. All right, 1 more gold and then 1 more diamond. Gold pack number 2. We got Mike Boddicker and 80 Kenny Lofton. All of you in silver this week. You're going to get a little weaker team than I had last week. I think McGriff so far it is, but we have 1 more diamond historical to open up. Will it beat Mr. McGriff? Again, and nothing really to consider for those other 5. Come on. Show us something good. Maybe a PT Elite, maybe an Immortal, maybe a baseball reference. Although it's Baseball Reference Series 2, but it is someone we can consider. Tommy Harper at third base. And it's worth 76,000. Ooh, this must be one of those bottleneck cards. Part of Miguel Cabrera High Diamond Mission. Compare McGriff and Harper. Yeah, let's do that. First of all, let's look at the team because you got to consider who you probably have to replace. First base, I've got Johnny Mize, David Ortiz, Baseball Reference, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. So I do have a lot of first basemen. Third baseman is Vlad Guerrero and John Henry Lloyd. So keep that in mind. I am definitely weaker at third base. So McGriff, 94, and Harper was a 98. Very, very, very similar shape. I mean, if you look at their versus right-handed hitters, could we have found a card that is as close? Defense. Look at that arm, Tommy Harper. I mean, he's great defensively, and he's got a little bit of a bat. You're hoping to destabilize. Hey, you're in the other conference. Come on, come on. You don't have to worry about me until the finals. Harper, McGriff. Again, we've got 3 first basemen. McGriff would add to that. I don't know if McGriff can play anything else. I guess he can pitch. You'll be gifting me 70,000? Well, he's on the team though. If you pick Harper, I have to use him. But he'll probably be 70,000 for a long time because he's probably not a card a lot of people pull. He's not in spotlights anymore. So who comes out and who goes in? Yeah. One of the options on the wheel is to do that, to sell the card and to pick someone equivalent, but it wasn't on this one here. What are you thinking, Andy? Who are my infield backups? Right now, I've got Lloyd at third, McGraw and Guerrero backing up. I've got Mize at first with Ortiz and Guerrero backing up. And same situation for third. I got Lloyd, McGraw, Guerrero, Ortiz, Mize, Guerrero. John Henry Lloyd, not Pop Lloyd. No, John Henry. So most likely this would be, if you take Harper, this would probably be the guy coming out of the lineup. And then we got to spin the wheel one more time to see what other kind of craziness we can figure out. Maybe you're going to make me spend some money. I got 75,000 here. Good question. Chat, you should know this. Is John Henry Lloyd the real name for Pop Lloyd? Shortstop, though, isn't Pop. Let's see if we got Pop Lloyd in the card shop. I'm thinking you're right, Tessuigi. Come to think of it, do we have a card that's called Pop Lloyd? We don't. All right, there we go. We've got Harper in for Lloyd. I think that is a little bit of an upgrade, especially defensively. So at worst, it's a little bit of a lateral move, upgrading it a bit. Okay, one more here, Andy. Let's spin the wheel. Heading over to EBC in about 15 minutes time. So EBC, we should be over there right at the top of the hour. As once we finish this, we'll check in on the bounty, we'll check in on the Laptop Pound Daily, and then we're ready to roll over to you and hear about theme teams last week. Okay, here we go. Last spin of the wheel. We cannot have a duplicate. We respin if a duplicate comes out. It is, we got to get lucky. This time we're focusing just on gold historicals. So 5 gold historical packs, Andy. What do you think? Can we hit a perfect? I rock this. I think hit a diamond in his historical yesterday. Okay, at least they're historicals. At least they're not the standard packs. Pack number 1, we got Mark Wohlers and we've got Matt Moore. Worst case situation, I don't mind Matt Moore. We can find a spot for him. Wohlers, he's a teammate of Fred McGriff. Synchronicity. There we go. Take a drink. Pack number 2. We're going to the playoffs this week. No matter who Andy selects, we're going to the playoffs. Oh, we got a double gold here. All right. We've got Larry Hissel, who's got quite the bat. Write his name down. Hissel and Coco Crisp. Coco selling for about 3,000. Larry Hissel selling for over 3,000. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Still no diamond, still no perfect. It will be Steel Arm Davis, another pitcher. Steel 81 arm. 2 more packs. Come on, perfect. What a great way to end off this Monday stream with a diamond or a perfect in a gold historical. It is a gold, of course. Billy Rhines as a 79 or Braden Looper. 82 Looper. Let's take a look at this Billy Rhines. Well, we'll put him down just in case. Billy Rhines. Yes, an NEL card too, one of the newer ones. Last one. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Send the vibes. Send the vibes. Diamond, diamond, diamond. It is a gold again. We got Paul DeYoung and center fielder I'm not even going to pronounce him. Ender, good defense. One of the earlier cards, still selling for quite a bit, over 2,000 points for a card that came out quite a while ago. Brent's saying Looper is a pretty good card. So if we look at our pitching, we already took Queller out. In my opinion, the next guy probably to come out is Logan Webb, because Derek Lowe, because Waka, Webb, and Gray are all the elite. Okajima we could take out though, or Derek Lowe. Hitting wise, if we go with a hitter, I mean, Ty Cobb, maybe the 97 Ty Cobb we could take out. But otherwise, I don't know if anyone we pulled is weaker or stronger than these guys. Fergie, though, has to stay. He's one of the captains. He's one of the ones that we said at the beginning. Fergie, Dave Stieb, and Babe Ruth are cornerstones on the team. So we can only replace them if a better card comes along. And I thought we might have got a packable, better Fergie Jenkins at some point. And we still might. But for now, yeah, he's got to stay on the team. 303 wins for Fergie Jenkins in his career in almost 1,000 games. But you're right, he's washed up. 641, 568, and this is in silver. He can't even pitch in silver. I might have to move him back to the starter's role. So what are you thinking? We got Wohlers, we got Matt Moore, we got Larry Hissel, Coco Crisp, Steel Arm Davis, Looper, and Incarnate. This one is probably the the one that's going to hurt the most. What does Moore look like? Well, we can go check him out. I believe he was an 84. Mr. Moore. There he is, Matt Moore. Good pitcher, Babbitt. Good stuff. A guy I would use in the bullpen, obviously, not a starter. And the other one that Brent mentioned was Looper. Looper, kind of the opposite. Less stuff, less pitcher, Babbitt. But used in the bullpen, he's going to get a stuff boost. And probably his sinker and splitter. So bullpen guy, he's going to get a little bit of a boost. More, not so much of a boost because he's already got pretty good stuff. But probably the better pitcher. And again, we're only in silver, so if this was diamond or gold, the impact would be greater of one of these guys. Who plays gold and knows which is better? Chat? Any of you play gold tournaments? Looper or Moore? If you have to put one on your gold team, Looper or Moore? There's also Steel Arm Davis, who is a two-way player. Not Steel Arm. So Looper. Give Andy some advice here. If you have to put one of these guys on your roster in the bullpen, or the other option, as EVC mentioned, right now we've got Ty Cobb and we've got Coco Crisp. What level is Coco? Who remembers Coco off by heart? And why is he not? This must have filled up already. Okay, Coco, card shop. So there's Coco Crisp, an 85. So let me just compare it because this is a pretty important decision here. Let's compare Coco and the Diamond Cobb. So it's either Coco over Cobb or Moore over Derek Lowe, I think. Coco, 85. That's Coco. Let's compare him to Ty. Ender is an option too in center field. Yeah. Do you remember Gypsy, what he was? Because yeah, he's a good defensive guy. Was he like an 82? Tris was diamond. This was the diamond Tris. This was the 97 Tris. But Ender, there he is, Ender. Ender is an 85. So it's either Coco or Ender instead of Ty Cobb, or Matt Moore instead of Derek Lowe. So yeah, either way, it's a little bit of a downgrade. We either lose Ty Cobb and his better bats to Coco or Ender, or we lose Derek Lowe, who's a better pitcher. But again, I can hide pitchers better. I can put them on long relief. What do you think? While you're making that decision, more instead of Low. And I can't remember. Let's do a quick check here. Quick check. Because I have Billy Hamilton, I know, in outfield, the immortal. Right now, I've got Ty Cobb backing up center field and DH, and Ty Cobb backing up center field. So he's on the bench. Billy Hamilton is starting in center. Ty can only play center and not very well. Billy Hamilton can only play center unless I trained him. So, I mean, if we're using Coco or Ender, we're just substituting as a substitute. We're not losing a starter. Where if we put Matt Moore in, we're losing a better pitcher in Derek Lowe. So that's a very good point there by Caged. And he said Moore? Okay. Moore it is. We'll make that change off stream. One last time before we head over to EVC, let's go check out the bounty. It should be very close to being wrapped up. I am knocked out, so I'm going to take that as either it's done or 5 packs get to go to music lessons. Let's see. We are in the finals. Music lessons is 1 game away from taking the championship. Music lessons, you beat me 2 games to 1. Well done. I'm the only team that have taken you the full distance. I'll take some pleasure in that. So I won game 1 3-2, and then you destroyed me 6-1 and 11-4, probably because I was dead tired. Yep, my pitchers, some of my hitters, yeah. So congratulations, music lessons. Quite a couple days for you, winning the lap bounty yesterday and winning the bounty claim today. So Eagles, Llamas in the final. You guys are playing for the in-game packs now. So if you win the tournament, Llamas, you're going to get 8, 5 from OOTP and 3 from the game. Congratulations. Well done. EVC, you ready to go, my friends? You up? You're running? You on a clock? Again, guys, I am back tonight, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern with a little bit of OOTP before the hockey broadcast. So our hockey show coming back tonight, 9:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we've got Lap versus Chats. Thanks again to Brynick1107, to UVM Cats, and to Boiled Egg for the subs or the gifting of the subs today. Again, congratulations to our winners of the pack giveaways, of the bounties. GBD and Andy for helping me out with the theme team. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy EBC. See you back tomorrow after Spores Tuesday Treasure Trove. What cards will he have in store for us tomorrow? Check that out. And yeah, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can shine every day. See you next episode.
For a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can shine every day, and the sun is shining.